Mothers, daughters, sisters, and aunts, and their deaths remain unsolved.
In this morning's special assignment, News 4 investigative reporter Luke Moretti looks into the cases of missing or murdered women on the southern tier.
Yeah, we're talking about numerous unsolved cases involving women. And while authorities have identified persons of interest in some of these cases, they lack the proof to make an arrest. They are the faces of missing women, murdered women, unsolved cases.
You just ate because you have no closure.
Corey Anderson disappeared from Jamestown in October 2008. Now, 2 years later, she's still missing.
I want to know where she is. I want to know what happened to her, and I want to know who did it.
There's Yolanda Bendix, who disappeared in August 2004 after leaving her job in Jamestown.
We're at a standstill. We don't know what to do next.
In September 2006, the search for Yolanda Bendix ended when her remains were discovered in the town of Charlotte. Her death has been ruled a homicide.
I am confident that we're going to solve this case.
Including Yolanda Bendix and Corey Anderson, there are as many as 8 open cases in Chautauqua County involving women, some going back decades.
I think it's a lot if you have one that's unsolved. And as sheriff, I take this very seriously because my duty is to protect the public. I want to solve these crimes.
Chautauqua County District Attorney David Foley says as time passes, some cases become more difficult to develop information.
I'll give you an example. Yolanda Bendix, although we were able to determine the cause of death, that doesn't necessarily get us any close to determining who the person that caused that death was.
It's been 2 years since Corey Anderson vanished, yet Vicki Acquisto says her faith guides her through each day.
I know other people's lives go on, but my life doesn't really go on because I still have that hope.
In neighboring Cattaraugus County, there are 3 unsolved cases involving women.
Is it a lot? Yeah, it's a lot. It's too many.
One of those cases involves the discovery last year of partial skeletal remains near the Allegheny Reservoir.
Until we know who this woman is, until we know how she ended up there, we can't rule anything out.
And what about the body of a woman found shot to death in 1983 along what's now Interstate 86 in Chautauqua County?
What I think she was the victim of a serial killer who was left along the side of the road.
Could that case have a connection to Cattaraugus County's Jane Doe from last year?
If the body was deposited there in the reservoir, it's relatively close to the interstate.
What about the interstate? Does it fit in with a couple of these cases? Now, tomorrow morning on Wake Up, we'll take a closer look at some theories involving 2 women who were never identified.
Now, are authorities doing anything special to solve these crimes?
As a matter of fact, they are. In Chautauqua County, the sheriff created a task force there. In Cattaraugus County, they have a cold case unit that they're looking and asking about some of these cases and comparing notes and so forth between both counties. Now, on our website, we have a couple of links set up for people to get more information and some phone numbers for people to call if they have any information about these cases. Of course, we'll have much more on this coming up tomorrow morning.
We look forward to that. Thank you very much for getting up early this morning.